For right now, here's what we're doing. Okay, I want to talk about first the fact that have you ever heard anybody say I've gotten something on camera, I've gotten an EVP, I've gotten something, and you're like, probably edited, somebody put it on there. Well, it's happened to me for real. If you'll recall the Katie Ferguson case, okay? How many in here remember, and you know this podcast? I'm working on this podcast. I'm almost done. Been working on it for 3 months. Called for Katie Ferguson's disappearance. And if you were in my live a few weeks ago, you know that I had gotten a recording. I had gotten the complete and unedited. Thank you, Beast and Cassandra. I have gotten the unedited version of the October the 9th traffic stop. If you're not familiar with this case, there is a playlist called for Katie Ferguson, but I'll try to give you a 1 minute summary. Katie Ferguson was last seen on October the 5th, 2023 in Truman, Arkansas on a body cam footage of a investigative stop per se, even though they were already stopped. And the next traffic stop, she was not in the car. Katie has never been found. And her significant other, who was driving, has never been charged with her disappearance. They were on their way back from Dothan, Alabama, where Katie had been living to get away from Adam. Adam went down and got her and the kids. They took an odd way back, not the way that you would take back. They ended up down toward Texas. After they left Truman, Arkansas, they headed toward Texas. The October the 9th body cam footage is from Texarkana, Texas. That's where it's from. Okay. She's in there October the 5th, not in there October the 9th. Let me go get into my Google Drive because I want to play you something. What I was doing was when they were coming back from the cop car, because the other female cop, you are toxic, was talking to his 4-year-old little girl. He was bringing her back to the car. And I was trying to see what she was telling the officer. So I was attempting to isolate the voices. When I isolated the voices, when I played it back, something crazy played back as I'm saying, voices that are not supposed to be there. I'm talking about voices that were there that is not there on the original video. Okay. Yes. Oh, yeah. And some of you have already heard this. If you were hanging out with us in Butterflies Live, we were talking about this. And I played the audio and everything. So some of you may already know, but what drive did that? I do not have it together. I may just have to play it into the microphone. The microphone is working, right? Is it working? Oh, I'm in the wrong drive. That's why. I didn't slow it down, but we can. We can in this live if you want to. This is an investigative live. For those of you coming in, I did not spray tan myself. I'm orange, okay, because of the basement and the lighting and where I'm at. and I had to move over here to the computer. I have no idea what's going on, but I promise you, there's no filters on this. There's no filters whatsoever. I just look funky, okay? They're probably going to make a video saying Stephanie thinks she's got to be 10. We don't know. We don't know what goes on with the world today. You notice my grays? Look, Katie. Look. My hair is looking crazy. Look at my grays. It's not like I got a gray or two. It's like I didn't have any gray, and then I woke up the other morning and I had gray. I mean, obviously it's been growing out and I've not noticed it, but now it's just like spreading like wildfire. This is the live that I usually hang out at night. If you want to follow me when I'm live, you have to follow Miss Butterfly. Country Queen says there's a new update in the Caleb case. There is. What is it? Oh, hold on. What is the update? I don't see any recent updates. Mom's bond is 1.9 billion? I don't, maybe you meant million. I don't see any recent updates at all. Million. I'm surprised she got bond at all. So let's go on. I want to play you all this. I want to make sure you can hear in the mic. Test on the mic 1 2 test. Test on the mic 1 2. Okay. Here's what's going down. When I went to isolate the video, I pulled extra I listened and there were extra voices that wasn't supposed to be there. I want to play you in the beginning. You're going to hear a snippet of the original, and then I'm going to play what I heard during voice isolation. So this might take a minute because I want to make sure you can hear what is on the computer. I don't think it's on here.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can hear, right? I know, me either. I knew it had to be million because I'm like, billion is too much. But you guys can hear this on the computer, right?
I got her car seat right in the back. Okay. Yeah. She needs to be in it even if she doesn't like it. I understand. Yeah. No, not you guys. Sorry, okay. I was just talking to Matt. I got you. I circled the phone number on your copy. Anytime before November 9th, what you can do is you can just call them on the phone. Okay. You can take care of everything on the phone. You don't have to come down here or anything like that. It's not a court date, nothing of that nature. Just get in touch with that office. That's your copy. That's your license back. So I was attempting. That's your license back.
I was attempting to isolate the little girl's voice. I'll start it over.
I got her car seat right in the back. Okay. Yeah. She needs to be in it even if she doesn't like it. I understand. Yeah. No,
not you guys. Sorry, I was just talking to Matt.
I got you. I circled the phone number on your copy. Anytime before November 9th, what you can do is you can just call them on the phone.
Okay, well, you can hear the 1-year-old screaming in the back seat, and it's because she had 2nd to 4th degree burns. Now I'm going to fast forward it to what I heard during the voice isolation. It's all in the first 8 seconds. What you're going to hear is a different voice saying something in a different language. And then you're going to hear something whisper into the body cam. The word, it's going to be like, damn. No, it's going to be, damn you. And then a little bit later, it says, shit. So, Carly, we're playing back. I tried to isolate voice in a body cam footage of a case that I'm covering, and what I played back is extra voices. Let's listen.
And
There's the first one. Something about slicky. I'll play it back. There was only the male officer and Adam, and the female officer was down with the little girl down the road a little bit, or she was coming back to the car.
And that.
Do you hear it? There's the first one. Now listen to the things or something whispering into the body cam of the cop.
I got her car seat right in the back.
Okay. Yeah.
There it is. It says, damn you. Now listen again.
I got her car seat right in the back.
Okay. Yeah. She needs to be interviewed.
And shit. Right there. Damn you and shit. Right together. Listen again.
I got her car seat right in the back.
Okay. Yeah. She needs to be interviewed and she doesn't like it. I understand. Yeah. No, I'm about you.
No.
So, right. So let's listen again. Starting with the crazy language, the slicky language.
And that.
What is that?
I got her car seat right in the back.
Okay. Yeah.
You can see this footage in its entirety on my YT. It's under the Katie Ferguson one. The whole thing. So you can play it for yourself. This is at the very end where he's getting his ticket to tell him goodbye. You can even fast forward through it. These voices are not there. Not there. It really just sounds like damn you to me.
I got her car seat right in the back.
Okay. Yeah. She needs to be interviewed and she doesn't like it. I understand.
What do you think? What are you guys thinking? What do you think, JoJo? Did you mean to come up here?
No, I did not. I'm sorry. I'm working and I hit the button.
It's okay.
I'll drop down. Thanks.
Thank you. Crystal Pistol heard it. Amy says super weird. Allison says, oh my God. Yes. Hey, Recovery. This is a voice isolation that I did from a body cam footage of voices that weren't there on the original, which you can find in its entirety on my YT. You can find the whole thing. And somebody said it sounded like Chinese. Listen.
And that.
Something about being slicky. TMZ Live. It was good. You can find the latest experience with me being on TMZ Live on my page. They came on and said, we have an exclusive and you have to react on live television. And I said, okay, don't panic. So it went well. We made it through. Sounds like Latin. We are at 26,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 50,000 likes. I think we can pretty quickly because we have 233 souls in the room. You guys, I would love to get back to 500 subscriptions. One of the biggest things you get with being a subscriber is access to the Discord. I can tell you exactly how to find that within your account once you subscribe. We talk about true crime all day long. In fact, I played this audio for folks in there just the other day. The other thing is you get to use stickers that only subscribers get to use. You get a 60% off code that you can use on my website, which gets you boutique t-shirts for about $4 right now because I'm trying to get rid of the last of the inventory. You get to see moments of my private life that only subscribers get to see, and you also get to be a part of sub-only lives. And you automatically get entered in to win stuff in the middle of lives without even knowing when it's coming. And you can see everybody's using their stickers. Amy said she just ordered her mystery package. scfmerch.com is the website. Well, I haven't posted the audio anywhere, so only you can hear it right now. Oh my gosh, Kelly subscribed. Thank you and welcome to the SEF family. Oh God, that's loud, honey. I'm sorry. Oh Lord, honey, I'm sorry. Hope nobody has earbuds in. I think I was dusting it and I didn't, and it dusted the button up and I didn't pull it back down. Thank you and welcome. Oh, I do too, Kelsey, for real. I mean, I really do, definitely. Happy Friday, Beast. Thank you for sending a happy Friday. Thank you. Okay, they're saying play it again.
And that,
a lot of people are wanting me to cut that and isolate that and slow it down. Do you guys want me to do that? Because I will. But I'm not going to do it alone at night, sitting upstairs by myself talking to my friends on the panel. I'm going to do it in the daylight with all y'all here. And then I'm not going to play it again. Okay. I'm uploading it now. Hey, Tara. We are listening to a possible EVP that I caught on a body cam of a case of a police with a case that I am investigating right now or writing a podcast about. Oh, intelligence. I cannot do that. Oh, girl, no. I can't play it backwards. Oh, no. That's like too much. No. Let me make sure I got it playing in here good.
and that.
Okay, you guys can hear that. Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. That is not the right one. Okay, this is
And
okay. I'm gonna cut it. This is like spooky hour. If you love this kind of stuff, this is your day. This is not normally the kind of stuff that we do, but this is just so happenstance here. Hindu. El Cousin says, I follow many cases. I can't recall if they have not found Katie. Katie has not been found, and she's not really even been looked for. Hey, Hannah. We are listening to that EVP from the body cam footage. Obviously, maybe Super Ma. Arabic? Okay. So I have this. Now I'm going to slow it down as soon as I figure out where the button is. Oh, my Lord. It's got a reverse button. Oh, should I reverse it? Oh, my gosh. I'm going to reverse it just because it's going to take 2 seconds. I can't believe I'm doing this lethal. So we'll play it at normal speed, reversed. I don't even know.
How much have you or if I was yellow session stick and fall up in Marina's Bay, it was in that spot, so you know, my person I don't use.
So it's hard to tell. Hold on.
How much have you or if I was yellow session stick and fall up in Marina's Bay,
Something about she can fall off. She can fall off. Hold on. You heard.
How much have you or if I was yellow session stick and fall up in Marina's Bay, it was in that spot, so you know, my person I don't use.
Okay. Undo. Undo. Okay, we're back.
Circle the phone number on your copy.
and
He said follow up, head in the Bay Area. Follow up in Marina's Bay. But see, here's the. Okay, hold on. Let me. I wrote that down. If somebody finds me a bay or some kind of marina bay between Truman, Arkansas, and Texarkana, Texas, I'm going to fall off my chair right freaking now. Maybe some of that was the cop. Maybe we're wishful hearing. I don't know. I still can't find the slow down button on this thing because I'm using different software than I'm used to. I might have to do that in my phone. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it.
I got her car seat right in the back. Oh crap. Yeah.
Slow down. Did you even hear it? Is it there?
And
There it is. And I'm going to split that right there. Oh.
I got her.
That's Adam saying I've got her car seat in the back, because he was being questioned for going the wrong way with a 4-year-old unrestrained. Wrong way down a highway. 911 calls reported that he was all over the road. El Lago, Texas, is that close to the line? It has to be close to the line, just because of his own admissions. Bay north of Truman. That is true. Marina Bay is in Truman. Oh, I know. I mean, how many in here watch the full body cam? I've got another thing to play for you, and you're going to want to hear this. So you better tap to get friends in here, because everybody's going to want to hear this next portion that I want to play for you. But, and we'll come back to the ghost thing, because we've not figured this out, and I'm not sure I want to. But if somebody out there who is in the spirit realm or who deals with that and can recognize this language, please reach out to me. Yes, in the body cam, you'll see that they said that she was dirty, that her teeth were falling out, that she had sores on her arms where she'd been scratching. They had been living in the car, apparently. And the biggest thing that he missed is the dag-nab bullet hole in the front seat with the blood around it. And I'm talking about the cops. Thank you, Butterfly Angel. I appreciate that. And so there's so much to cover, and so much is going to be in the podcast. And I want to make a video to go along with the podcast so that you can see what I'm talking about as well, if you would rather have a visual. There's so much to go. And I knew that this had happened when I watched the video, what I'm going to play for you next. And I knew that I was infuriated by it, but I knew that I had to get so far into the podcast before I could really focus on the other part of the body cam footage that I saw. Now, let me get a drink out of my beautiful cup. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and head over to my YouTube here. Okay. This is like overwhelming, because this is going to piss y'all off. And for those of you who have seen it, you already know. Stephen, oh yes, I forgot that Stephen does that. Oh my gosh, I'm going to text him this video then. We have 37,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 50. We have 226 souls in the room. Today's live goal is 10 corgis, and we are halfway there. Thank y'all so much for your support. I appreciate you. Now, y'all ready to get pissed off? We got enough people in here. Are y'all ready for this? So, let me set up the synopsis for you here. This little girl, unknowingly, had just seen her mother allegedly unalived just hours before. She, by the admittance of the police officers, was dirty, had sores, losing teeth. So during this stop, this female, there was a second female, there was a male cop and a female cop. The male cop was dealing with Adam, and the female cop was dealing with the little girl. She took the little girl into her cruiser for quite some time. I don't have that body cam. I don't even know if that body cam was on, but I sure hope so. I'm going to try to get it. There may be a part 2 to this podcast. And so she brings her back to the car, and that's where we hear the ghost and all that. But then after they're letting him go, and Adam is trying to get the little girl into the car. Little girl don't want to go. She's screaming not to go. He's trying to put her in a car seat, in the back seat. She don't want to get in it. She don't want to go. So the female cop goes over to help with the situation and seemingly try to get the car and the little girl. I mean, the little girl in the car seat. So then she comes back to the window of the cop, the male cop, who is now in his truck. It's about to be over. Adam's going on his way already. They're going to say goodbye to each other. Good traffic stop. Good job. But then she says something peculiar, this female cop, and I want you to turn your volume up really loud. And I'm going to let you know that she works for the Texas Department of Public Safety. That's where the cops are through, the Texas Department of Public Safety. I've got the address. But you can find it just by Googling that, probably. Take a listen.
There comes a point where you stop negotiating with terrorists and you beat the ass. Again.
But like, wasn't like the inside of that car is like filthy?
Did you hear what she said? Let me find the exact second so we don't have to listen to. Okay, so here it's 46:05. At 46:05 into the video, that's probably where you want to start playing it. 46:14, 23.
There comes a point where you stop negotiating with terrorists and you beat the ass. Again.
Yes. She said there comes a time when you stop negotiating with the terrorist and you beat the ass. Yes, she is talking about the little girl. She's talking about the little 4-year-old girl. This little girl has seen more in her 4 years than this cop probably has seen in her lifetime. This little girl has been around fighting, physical violence. She was locked in a car in Alabama in the 100-degree weather with her 1-year-old child, little sister, purposely by Adam to torture them. This little girl had seen something horrible happen to her mother And her little sister had 2nd to 4th degree burns that Adam claims she got from a campfire on the way home. Now, I know that she didn't know all of that and that hindsight is 20/20. But here's what she did know. Let's keep listening.
But like, wasn't like the inside of that car is like filthy, disgusting, like filth.
The child is disgusting. Her teeth are rotting out of her head. She has no shoes on. She's scratching all over.
Yeah.
And she finally was able to tell me her mom's name is Katie.
Okay.
That's all she could tell me. She didn't know Dad's name. She didn't know Nana's name. She didn't know Nini's name.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow up with their office in Wyoming, I guess, tomorrow.
So here's what we do know. Well, here's what she knew. The child was filthy. Her teeth were rotting out. Previously, they had a private conversation about sores on the skin and her itching at them. And all of that, that she does know for sure. And she still wanted to call her a terrorist and said that someone needs to beat her ass. Rustick says that cop shouldn't be in the position she's in, and why didn't they hold him to report to the CPS ASAP? You got me. The cop called the Department of Abuse, Texas, for law enforcement, and they had a whole entire conversation. You can listen to the whole conversation. It's on my YT, on the whole thing. The title of the video on my YT is Katie Ferguson body cam footage from 10/9/23, and I posted that about a month ago now. I am also working on the podcast. I'm almost done. I'm almost ready to record. I am on page 20 of my report. I probably need another 10 pages of stuff that I need to talk about, and then I'll start recording. Recording doesn't take long because I know what I need to edit and the snippets I need to put in, so that shouldn't take me long at all. It should be about an hour long, but I'm going to tell you there's going to be a part 2. And I'm going to put this whole copy of this live on YouTube. So if you know who this female cop is, there might need to be a complaint or two to the department. Because if she did this on this stop, how many other stops is she doing this on? And how many other children? And what did she say to the little girl when they were alone behind closed doors? What did she say? Simply Samantha said the cop did put some effort into contacting CPS, but I think his attitude was reflective. I agree. Amy says this stop should have saved those babies. Well, you have to think about it this way. I'm gonna say 11th though, because she was within a few weeks of turning 1. The Adam's mother has the baby, so if he gets out of jail, guess where he goes? Back. So the 11-month-old had these burns on the arm. But if you watch the body cam, the guy never even laid his eyes on the baby except from afar through the back window from afar that Adam was purposely construing the view of. You can totally see that. Also, if the cop said that about a child, not hers, is she mean to her children? That's right. How many children does the cop have, the female cop? And where are they? And does she beat ass? I mean, I think there's some serious conversation that needs to be had here. Texas Highway Patrol, Texas Department of Public Safety. In It is a public address, but I'm not going to say it, but I will tell you the town. I had just written this down. Dangerfield, Texas. Dangerfield, like Rodney Dangerfield. Dangerfield, Texas. Report ID. Anybody got your pens? Report ID 781 233 94. 781 233 94. That is the report ID you can give them. Dangerfield, Texas. He would have. He would have. And this is a good point right here. This is a good point. He would have been arrested for neglect. Good point. Because then the little girl wouldn't have had to go another 3 weeks with untreated burns. But furthermore, I believe he would have broke if they took him in at that time to figure out where Katie was, because it had just been some hours. And in the video, if you've not seen it, he convinces the cop that he drove from Cody, Wyoming down to Dothan, Alabama to pick up these children because they have a custody agreement. And Katie's like, it's fine, take the kids. You can take the kids for a while. So he's going back cross country with the kids alone. But we know that's a lie because we have eyewitnesses that saw Katie leave with him, and we see her in the Truman, Arkansas video on the 5th. And this video in Texarkana is the 9th. No Katie. So the cop is repeating this back to him, and this is the story they go by. But a little bit later in the video, Adam says, and the cop says, now, where did you see Katie last? And Adam says, somewhere in Arkansas. We were down by the trail in Arkansas. And the cop did catch it. If he was listening, he would have said, wait a minute, I thought you said she was in Dothan. Won't you open up that back door and let me look at that little girl? Just let me look at her arms real quick. Or just let me glance at her, because he wouldn't have known to look at the arms. I don't know the phone number. It's just in Dangerfield. If you look up Texas Department of Public Safety, Dangerfield, Texas, you'll get the number. Texas Department of Public Safety, Dangerfield, Texas. It's going to be on Union Street. Union Street, there in Dangerfield. Union Street. Oh, the case number. The case number is 781-233-94. The report ID is 781-233-94. No, Norma, they don't, unless it's something major has happened, or they have a public outrage like they're about to have right now. They wouldn't look at it, I don't think. So, and that's probably what she thought is, okay, these 99% of the time, nobody ever listens to these, right? So they're not going to ever hear this. She probably thought this would never, ever see the light of day. And so they get a little bit too comfortable with each other, in my opinion. For those of you just joining. Thank you, Stoner. There's the report ID if y'all want to call.
And she finally was able to tell me her mom's name is her head.
Like the inside of that car is like.
There comes a point where you stop negotiating with terrorists and you beat the ass. Again.
But like, wasn't like the inside of that car is like filthy, disgusting, like
the
filth.
child is disgusting. Her teeth are rotting out of her head.
If her teeth are rotting out of her head and she
There's no shoes on. She's
and she has no shoes on,
scratching all over.
scratching all over,
Yeah.
yeah, then why did you let them go? Why did you put the baby in the car and watch the baby drive off into the sunset? Why would you do that? They need, right. This is exactly right. Everyone knows Wendy says yes. They needed an ambulance. I need to approve that, and then I need to pin it. They needed an ambulance. He said, we'll call tomorrow. I don't think he ever did, Norma Jean. I don't think he ever followed up with the Cody Police Department. Brandy says, I'm going to call and get the email so my complaint can be in writing. I don't know. Let's look up and see. Maybe that's something we can Google. I think everybody should send an email and complain about it all. About it all. Texas Department of Public Safety, Compliance and Enforcement. Texas law enforcement, so that's not going to be it. No, that's not going to be it. There's a list here, but it's kind of not on the list. Human Resources. No, the officer has not been questioned at all well, I'll take that back. He has been questioned. He was questioned by the Cody, Wyoming police, I think, about what he observed when he went. And he told them, well, I did see the bullet holes in the door, and they looked like they had been covered by fresh duct tape. And in the video itself, you can hear him say, something's weird, something's wrong, something's not right. Multiple times himself. Hey, Bobby, we were talking about the disappearance of Katie Ferguson. We had listened to the end of that body cam footage where she really talks about the little girl in a negative light.
Get the most out of your GoDaddy man.
I scared the crap out of me. Stupid commercial out of nowhere in the dead middle of silence. So, and we're talking about EVPs and ghosts and stuff. Okay, listen to their conversation. Listen to their conversation in the beginning of the body cam when he walks up to the car to talk to the female cop. By their own admittance. By their own admittance. Uh-oh. And we switch videos. So this is in the beginning when he's talking to her. He walks up to her car. She's just got there.
This whole thing is weird.
This whole thing's weird. Did you hear him?
He drove down here from Cody, Wyoming to Alabama, picked up these kids from their mom. And one of the kids is his. The other one has a different last name. And he said he's taking him back to Wyoming, but, I mean, the vehicle's looks like he's been living out of it. It's filthy. The kids are filthy. They're not in car seats. There's a dog back in there with them, which is...
What is he?
Okay, so just within a few minutes, he knows something's wrong. Something's wrong. Listen to your gut. And I'm not a police officer, and I appreciate all the police's hard work that they do every day putting their life on the line. But there has to be some sort of common sense here of all the cases that they see, that if something's wrong, something's wrong. Dothan, Alabama, D-Mac. I don't know, Kelly. I don't know. He did call somebody that couldn't do anything right there in the moment. But I bet you if he called an ambulance for sores on a child's skin, that they probably would have sent a caseworker and they would have definitely figured out what was wrong and that mom was missing. It would have changed everything if they had just listened and just watched body language a little bit more.
You're good. There's kids involved, and you're going across the state with a couple kids, and I'm just trying to make sure everything's as legitimate. I would hate, you understand. 100% legit. I care about the safety of kids and all that and everything. So, and like I said,
he cares about the safety of kids and all of that. I have to disagree here. Yes. And for those of you who are not familiar with this case, it's not even that. It's just Katie's, excuse me, Katie, which you'll hear all about this in the podcast, but Katie's sister is missing too. Katie's sister is missing. Wasn't too long after she told her mom, people aren't telling you the truth. She's been missing since August. And now, mom has two daughters missing. We have to get through the disappearance of Katie Ferguson to even get to the disappearance of Nicole Ferguson. Nicole Ferguson is missing. That's going to be in episode number 2. We got to get through this one to get there because there's so much, folks. There's so much to get through. That's why we can't put up with comments that this cop made about this little girl. Because they don't know their situations or where they come from. They only know that moment when they pull off on the side of the road, and I know that they are not CPS workers, and I know that they are not case solvers, and I know all of that. And I know they follow the rules, and I know if you look back, this is just a moral thing. They follow the rules other than maybe we should call someone to look at those sores. Because this is not right. Something's wrong. But they let her walk off. They let a 4-year-old go with her father. And then they called her a terrorist. Shame on you, Texas Department of Public Safety. Right now, the father is in jail because when he got back to Cody and they figured out that Katie was missing, the only thing that they got him for was the ammo. The gun is missing. Because he was a felon, it violated his probation. And he had a trial and was convicted on October the 13th, 2024. He got sentenced to 7 years in prison for an ammunition possession charge. The front seat, for those of you who are not familiar, is missing. When he got back to Cody, the front seat, the front passenger seat of the van is missing. And I was editing video once again. See, here's where I'm editing the video. And I got to looking inside the car because we have to look for these little clues. We have to look. Inside the car was clothes and junk just filled up, just seemingly purposefully placed to hide the seat. And I noticed something peculiar. Let's zoom in. Do you see it? It looks like a bullet hole to me with the blood that would have soaked in as she sat there for a minute until he pulled off the road and done whatever he did. Or they done it, you know, maybe she was sitting there and he was from a different angle or something. But there are also 2 to 3 fresh bullet holes in the door that the cop noticed. I did see them as well. Two to three in the door, 2 to 3 bullet holes in the door. And I do have a photo of that somewhere where I have zoomed in on that door. I don't have it with me, but, or right here, I mean, I do a lot of stuff on my phone, you know, all of my stuff on my videos and stuff. And so I would have to scroll and scroll and scroll. But I do know that I have a video or a screen capture of the bullet holes in the door. We got to do better. They didn't search anything. They just took Adam for all of his words and then went on about their day. They did exit the door, I believe, Norma Jean. I'd have to look again and see, but I believe so. The whole entire front seat disappeared. So what happened is when he got back to Cody, Mona, Katie's mom, noticed that she couldn't get a hold of her, wasn't receiving texts back or anything. And so she filed a missing persons report. This is 3 weeks later, like on November the 4th. This is like 3 weeks later. And so they went to look for Katie wherever Adam may have been because he was the last person saw with her. But they were also looking for this vehicle, the Durango. They found the Durango, all right, in something called the Oregon Basin. It's a huge, vast place where you wouldn't normally be and is known for body dumping. They found the car. And when they arrived, the car had black plastic bags all over all the windows. They had Clorox swabs on the inside and the smell of petrified blood. The DNA came back as Katie's from the blood, by the way. And the front passenger seat is missing. Now, you have to have special tools to remove that seat. So he had to get with somebody. You'll hear in the podcast where he goes when he gets to Cody and where his phone was pinged, because that's where the seat is. I'm telling you, that's where the seat is. But you'll hear about that location in the podcast. Then, as the police are there investigating this vehicle, they turn around and see Adam walking up the hill to the car, to them, carrying a gas can. And he's like, whoa, what are you guys doing here? And they're like, whoa, what are you doing here? And what do you have in your hand? He's like, well, I got some gas. And he told him it was because he ran out of gas. At the Oregon Basin? What was you doing out there in the beginning? What was he doing, folks? There's the email. What was he doing? Can anybody guess? He was coming to set that thing on fire. That's what he was doing. He wasn't coming to give himself no gas. Today is January the 3rd, 2025. Adam Aviles Jr. has not been yet charged with the murder or disappearance of Katie Ferguson. It's time for me to go. I don't think they did, Riss Ross. But I want you guys to make sure you tune in to Sunday's show. Thank you, Beast. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Sunday's show at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to have the family of John Brent McGee, who went missing from Leachville, Arkansas in July. Who was involved and what photos does the family have that they want you to see? I'm going to make the event because the booking was just confirmed, and you want to make sure that you're there. Tara, we don't know what happened to her sister. Her sister is missing, totally missing. The mother of Adam has both children at this time. And Mona, the mother of Katie, does get to see the children from time to time. This entire live will be posted on the Big YT, so you can go back and listen to the video, listen to the audio. Did we really get a ghost? What does it say? And did it give clues about where Katie may be? I'll have it posted by the end of the day. Both children, including the baby, is with Adam's mother. Make sure you tune in next time. I'll see you on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys know you're making my dreams come true right before my eyes. For those of you who want the report number again, that report ID is 781-23394. Make sure you follow me on every social media platform. All you have to do is look for the username and logo. I'm on every platform, but especially majorly, please follow me on YouTube. We don't know what's going to happen here on January the 19th. Adam's in jail for now for 7 years for an ammo charge. Okay? I love y'all. You know I'm around. You know I'm working on stuff. There is that report number in case you guys want it, 781-23394. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you, Norma. Thank you, Beast, for gifting. Thank you to all the gifters. Thank you, for making me me and making this possible. Have a great day.